All right, 6:35 right now. If you're outside, you're going to be hot today. There's no doubt about that. But how do you know when it gets to be dangerous?
Yeah, when it is a rough situation for you and you need to call paramedics, which is exactly what happened in New Britain yesterday at a graduation. 3 dozen people had to be treated. Let's bring in Dr. David Katz joining us from Yale New Haven Hospital. How do you know when it's trouble time and you need to seek help?
Oh, good morning. Well, I think ideally we want to avoid trouble, and let's start before the trouble sets in and tell people that there are really a couple of key things to do. One is to stay well hydrated, and the other is to be aware of your tolerance in the first place. And so if you're very vulnerable to the heat, get in the shade, get out of the sun, get into a cool place. But really, hydration is the most important thing, and probably the first indication that you're headed toward trouble is that you get dry. You get thirsty and you don't have water handy. And although thirst is a good guide, what I like even better than that, Ann, is to rely on your kidneys. And to put this in very blunt terms, when we're well hydrated, we pee about every 3 hours, and urine is a pale color. If urine is concentrated, or you don't need to pee as often as every 3 hours, you're getting dry. That's an early warning sign that you're headed toward trouble. You get dry in weather this hot, and you're going to wind up in trouble.
Yeah, when you're outside and you're sweating, that's a good thing. It's cooling your body. But in really extreme circumstances and you stop sweating, that's a bad sign as well, right?
Exactly right, Chris. And if we jump to the end game, when you're headed toward real danger and a trip to the hospital, that's exactly right. You know, in weather that's this hot, being hot and sweaty and miserable is actually a good thing. That tells you your body's working like it should, because of course sweat is our thermostat. It helps us cool off. That evaporates from our skin, keeps us cool. If you go from being hot and sweaty to suddenly your skin drying off, you feel a bit clammy, and you get a chill, you actually feel a bit cool, that's a sign you're in trouble. I've actually been there myself, running in the heat.
Yeah,
right.
Let's hope that doesn't happen
Time
today.
to get help.
Take the advice.
Yeah.
Dr. Katz, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Your headlines on the
thank you.
8th. Thanks. Your headlines on the 8th coming up next.